Welcome to the show, Mark Simpson, aka Culture Mark. You are an author, publisher, and artist. You've studied Black history for a number of years, and you co-founded Black History Studies with your wife, Charmaine. And you've gone on to teach people around the world about Black history. You're an experienced entertainer and producer, a former DJ, winning the Silver Cup DJ contest in 1984. You've performed across the US and Jamaica with a variety of artists, including Frankie Paul, Smiley Culture, and numerous others. So please do tell us more.
So kind of gave quite a good rendition of what I do. But we started Black History Studies in 2007
Right.
because we realized that there was a need for that information to be out there and nobody else was doing it. And rather than us petition and do what everybody else does, march, get it on the curriculum and all that type of stuff, me and
Yeah.
my wife decided to do it ourselves. Now, I've always been into music because I started in the sound system business
Okay.
from way back
Mm,
in 1980.
Wow.
Showing
Yeah.
my age
okay.
now, but I was a young, I was young in it. I
Yeah.
started in around the age of 10, 11 because
Wow.
my uncle had a sound system, so it was okay for me to go around with him.
Yeah.
And I was always the man on the mic, and I was always chatting roots and culture. And it was around 1982, I think it was.
Yeah.
A respected DJ in the business back then, still is a respected DJ now, gave me the name Culture Mark, and this was on the sound system called Nasty Rockers. They changed the name to Nasty Love. This is all London-based sound system, and Nasty Rockers was from Brixton, basically. So
Right.
since then, in and out, I've
Did they
been.
have cars?
Hmm?
Did they have cars back then?
Way back.
We're going way back. We're
Yeah.
going way back when they used to, when they used to have vinyl.
Yeah.
A lot of the young
Yeah,
listeners right now won't know what that is,
That's
vinyl,
it.
and we used to
yeah.
record our stuff on cassettes, tape cassettes,
That's it. Yeah.
and yeah. And when we went to studio, you would probably know this, brother Skyler. When we used to go to the studio, we used to use 8-inch tapes and 4-track recorders, 8-track recorders, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
yeah, it's
you're going
completely
back.
different setup now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, man. You have a radio show too, right?
Mm.
Yes, my radio show I've been doing since 2016. It's with the award-winning radio station called Colorful Radio. And basically, my radio show is all about the message in the music. So my show is called The Message in the Music Show. It goes out every Monday night at 10 p.m. till midnight GMT, that's Greenwich Mean Time, right? And yeah, the show's been quite popular because I always play uplifting and upright music. Certain music would not make it on my show. Let's put
Mm.
it that way. So it's all about the message in the music for me.
Yeah, man, we love that because that's what Music for Global Change is about, you know.
That's it.
And
Right.
thank you for that, Tom.
Well, also, apart from everything else you've accomplished, you also you're a published author with a children's book that
Yeah.
you've published. Can you tell us a little bit about the step into writing there and a little bit about that?
Again, it was a need that needed to be filled. And we said, rather than we say to other people, why don't you do it? Somebody said to me, why don't you write a children's book? Because you teach Black history, you've got all of the knowledge and all of the rest of it.
Mm.
So we wrote the book. We went to certain people to talk about publishing, and they wasn't interested. So we published it ourselves. So we're self-published under Black History Studies publications. And the book is called The Great and Mighty Wall, and
Yeah.
it's a
Okay.
children's book, and it's in rhyming slang as well to make it easier for the children, but it's all adults love it just as much. And it's a children's book telling the story about an African queen that is actually in the Guinness Book of World Records in the
Okay.
1975 edition, and she's in there for building the biggest earthworks since the pyramids. So she built a 400 square mile wall, which is said to be bigger than the Great Wall of China as well,
Wow.
around her kingdom. What she
Right.
built it for, we're not quite sure, but the wall is parts of the wall are still there. It's in
Yeah.
a place called Eredo in Nigeria, and that's
Hmm.
about 60 miles from Lagos. That's the children's book, and it's doing all right. If you go on the website, we've got We've got lots of free stuff for the children, like jigsaws and all of that type of stuff for them to deal with. But yeah, basically, it's I plan to write more books, but there's just so much to do.
Yeah, I'm really into the message in the music. Is that social conscious music?
Absolutely, absolutely. So if it's reggae, if it's soul, I don't care what genre it is, as
Mm.
long as there is a message in the music that is uplifting or something that is teaching us something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Definitely.
That's right in the lane of what we're trying to achieve at Music for Global Change. Yeah,
And
definitely.
that is if you go to the Colorful website, when you
Uh-huh.
get up onto their website, you just choose shows
Yeah.
and then you go to Monday and then scroll down and you'll see me there. If you click on me, all of my shows from the last 3, 4 months will come up, so you
Oh
can
wow.
listen to them
Okay.
back
Yeah.
to back, and then you can get an idea of what type of
Sure.
music we deal with. And yeah,
That's really cool.
sometimes I theme it depending on what's going on. So if it's Marcus Garvey's birthday, you'll get a whole show with tunes just about Marcus Garvey.
Gotcha.
Haile
Oh,
Selassie, the
wow.
same
Okay.
thing. Africa independence from certain countries in Africa, we'll do the same thing as well. So it's all
Yeah.
about music telling the history as well.
Yeah. That's
What
brilliant.
do you think about social conscious music?
Yeah,
I'll give you some examples.
yeah.
The What's Going On album, Marvin Gaye.
Oh, wicked. Great album.
And Bob Marley is social conscious music.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's all I ever play on my shows. So social conscious music is actually
Okay.
needed. It
Yeah.
is more needed than the music that is out there now. But because the music is revolutionary and it's inspiring and it changed minds and it allows organizations and institutions to grow and think on a different level, it's not really played commercially. So
Mm.
this is the problem that we have. So this is why there's another gap
That's
that
right.
we have to fill as people to make sure that the people get the right music. Because the music that is out there now, right? It's not socially conscious, and the socially conscious
No,
music that is out there is not getting the airplay.
Mm.
Buju
that's right.
Banton, Buju Banton did a interview with Nore, in America the other day, and they
Yeah.
asked the question about Afro beats, and he said Afro beats should. I'm paraphrasing now, but he said on the words that Afro beats is not like reggae music because reggae music was a social conscious revolutionary music, whereas Afrobeats
Mhm.
talks about money, this and girls that, and a lot of people took offense to it. But somebody asked me the question, what did I think of what Buju said? And I said he's 95% right because
Mm.
he wouldn't have heard any conscious Afrobeats music. But there's loads of it out there, but none of it gets played commercially.
Mm.
And that's what he was basing it on. So he was misrepresented and misinterpreted as well. But this is the problem that we have, especially you guys, music for global change, etc. We're not going to get the airplay or the exposure that we need to make people know that this is definitely needed.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
right. Tom?
Dovetailing with what you've just said there, your radio show, is that kind of your kind of trying to push other kind of artists and maybe not the mainstream artists? Is that how
Absolutely.
your playlist works as such?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing is, I'm in control of my playlist as well. So I'm not told what to be played. I can play whatever I want.
Literally,
Does that
you
make
yeah,
sense?
That's right.
Which
Yeah.
is a good thing. That's what I love about Colorful. They didn't put no restraints on me. I could play whatever I want. So I would play artists that people don't know about. But my motto on my radio show is all about the message in the music.
mm,
That's
So
right.
yeah, every single song will have some form of message. Sometimes I break down what the message is about because
yeah,
some messages are subliminal, some messages are just out there. But either way, yeah,
mm, yeah,
That's social conscious. You basically doing social conscious music.
absolutely
oh,
right there.
wicked, yeah,
It's about the lyrical content, right? And how we heal
absolutely,
and educate and solve problems through the music.
Mm,
absolutely. When I leave this podcast today at about 8:30, I am doing the after. They've asked me to come in now to do the after party for them. They have a platform where they do social conscious context
Mhm.
okay.
pertaining to the black family and black people all around the world. It's called the Hidden Truth platform, delivered by the investigator, Mr. Andrew Muhammad. It's a fantastic platform. It started out really in lockdown, and it just grew. So there's just under 2,000 people every week on the platform listening in.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
they've
Wow.
asked me to do the after party, and the after party is always relevant to whatever they're talking about.
Yeah.
So today they're
Yeah.
talking about finance,
Okay.
and they're talking about repatriation and all of that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
I've got a playlist ready for them, and
Excellent.
Yeah.
about 9 o'clock
Yeah.
I'm going on there to make sure that I deliver it. So if you guys
Fantastic.
want to listen in,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
The Hidden Truth. If you put in Hidden Truth Andrew Muhammad or investigator Andrew Muhammad, you'll be able to find the link. I don't know exactly what the link
Okay.
is.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Listen, man, thank you for taking the time to come on our show, right?
Appreciate you coming on.
And Tom's going to get all your information so we can spread the love. All
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Well, you
Absolutely.
basically you partially mentioned it there, but I just wanted for our viewers and for our listeners, just wanted if you could let us know any kind of websites or social media contacts where you're contactable, so they can see what you're doing, what you're up to.
Right. So the website is www.blackhistorystudies.com. And all of social media angles is at Black History Studies. Yeah, so it's at Black History Studies for all of the
Okay.
social medias, whether it's Instagram, X, or whatever it's called now. I don't do social media. My wife does the majority of it,
Fair
to be
enough.
honest. But but
Okay.
Fair
but
enough.
she puts all of my stuff on there, so I'm
Right.
Yeah.
thankful for that. But
All right,
yeah,
Mark.
blackhistorystudies.com is the website,
Great.
and at Black History Studies is the handles for all of the social
Brilliant.
medias.
Great
Right
stuff.
on.
Right.
Brother Mark,
Fantastic.
namaste.
We will speak very soon, and enough respect to all of the listeners that are going to hear this. And yeah, get in touch, and we are here for you. It's all about socially conscious. I've never heard it called that before, to be honest. So yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about socially conscious music. Let's keep that movement going.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
Fantastic.
And
Appreciate it.
social conscious music is the message in the music.
All
So,
right, definitely.
namaste, brother. Namaste.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you. One love.
All
Ashe.
right. All the best. All the best.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.